You stand up first?
Yeah.
You can step down here and stand up. Hey, step down.
It's all right. It's all right, Carl.
Come here.
This one, Rob.
Let them stand up.
All right.
We're gonna sit.
Huh? Okay. All right. All right. Dearly beloved. All right. Yeah, that works. We're gathered here today to celebrate 40 years of Jim and Doris's marriage. An impressive and improbable feat. First, Doris had to fall for a guy who was then and remains in every way her inferior. And it should not lessen the magnitude of their accomplishment that they joined those 40 years ago as mere children with a bastard at home. The fact that my dear brother Jimmy is a bastard has never troubled me. In fact, it gave me a great excuse to curse, since my parents did not correct the truth. Kim often still calls Jimmy this. That's their oldest son, who everyone knows was an accident. Where I go through life knowing I was no accident. No, my father always told me I was a mistake. Tricia was born in 1979. Jim then was a very mature 18 years old. And be that as it may, she was their first legitimate child. My parents have told me that Tricia was a very gifted child. And by the time she was 4, they knew exactly what kind of person she would become. So naturally, they decided they should try again at having a good child. So in 1984, Tina was born. With Tina, things were different. They knew much sooner they had to try again for that perfect child. And so in 1987, yours truly was born. I was then and remain now my mother's favorite. They were so emboldened by their eventual success with having a great child they could be proud of that they decided they'd try once more. And in 1992, they had Julie. And we all know how that turned out. Jimmy was the first to get married. He married Kim. And then Trish married Chris. Tina married Brian, and I eventually found my wonderful wife, Danny. And let me take this opportunity to say what, just a little something about my wife. Danny is the most inspiring individual I've ever met. I mean, if she could land a guy like me, what else is possible? And with Julie and John to be married in a mere just 2 months, it may be my parents' greatest success that none of their 5 children will have a bastard of their own. But don't give them too much credit. Most of that goes to the fact that we all grew up with Jimmy. So, Jim and Doris now have 6 grandchildren: Addison, Christopher, Allie, JD, Kylie, and Jackson. And I am proud to say that they all take after their Uncle Brian. All right, now, Addison, do you want to do a reading?
In 40 years together, we've shared so many things. That's why this is very special. Very sweet things. To you, a wish that love, laughter, joy, contentment, and will be yours to share throughout the years ahead of you. Happy Ruby anniversary.
All of us here today have our own love stories. Some are short, others long. Some are yet unwritten. Some are just getting to the good part. We have all experienced many experiences in love, some big ones, like the first time you tell each other you love one another, your engagement, family holidays, and celebrations. But most experiences are small. Holding hands in the grocery store, falling asleep watching TV, a million little moments that make up one big experience. And even though these experiences are incredible, words often fail when we try to explain them. That's just the way love is. It's meant to be felt, not described. Jim and Doris have decided to recommit themselves today and renew their vows. Well, actually, Jim decided that. Mom, are you sure you want to go through it? Jim, do you offer yourself to be Doris's friend and lifelong companion, to support her through times of trouble, to rejoice with her in times of happiness, to treat her with respect, love, and loyalty through all the trials and triumphs of your lives together? I do. Doris, do you offer yourself to be Jim's friend and lifelong companion, to support him through times of trouble, to rejoice with him in times of happiness, to treat him with respect and loyalty through all the trials and triumphs of your lives together? You each placed a ring on one another's fingers 40 years ago. You place them as a sign of your vows. The wedding ring symbolizes the eternal length of love. Each ring has no beginning and no end. And since Jim's fingers are too fat to take off the ring, we'll simply just have you hold hands for this next one. So, please repeat after me. All that I am, I share with you. All that I am, I share with you. From this day until forever, I recommit myself to you. Mom, I think you can do better, but if you want, all that I am, I share with you. From this day until forever, I recommit myself to you. Our blessing comes from Mr. Rogers. In the external scheme of things, shining moments are as brief as twinkling of an eye. Yet such twinklings are what eternity is made of. Moments when we human beings can say, I love you, I'm proud of you, I forgive you, I'm grateful for you. That's what eternity is made of. Invisible, imperishable, good stuff. Mom and Dad, you have set a wonderful example for all of us. It is a rare thing that two people spend 40 years together and are still as in love with each other as you both are. I now pronounce you, again, husband and wife, you may kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, and John, Mr. and Mrs. Jim and Doris Smith.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm grateful
Did
for
I
you.
stammer? I'm grateful to you.
I forgive you.
Did I forgive you? Did I stammer?
No.
Did I?
No. What's the last one? I love you. I forgive you. I'm grateful for you.
No, it's I love you. I'm proud of you. I forgive you. I'm grateful for you.
I love you. I'm proud of you. I forgive you. I'm grateful for you.
Just leave it. All right. We're going to follow them. Your daughter cleaning.
Kylie.
She's like, but I have to clean. See, this is total you. And she's, you know? But she works every day. She has the Gina teacher. What did you Ryan, she's cleaning the floor because they fell. Yeah, she does like it. She cleans up everything. That's the Bennett side, not the Smith side. We all know that. You can get a clean car. Chris, no, you're going to make Kylie freak out. All right, look up, smile, Kylie. Kylie, wait. Kylie, say cheese. Kylie, say cheese real quick, and then Trish will clean it up, okay?
This is a great picture of Jackson's rear end.
All right, everybody, 1, 2, 3. Cheese!
Kylie.
JD. Turn around. Cheese! Kylie, cheese! Hi, Mom! She's like, nope, I'm done. That's what you get?
I got 5 straight.
That's hilarious.
She didn't look very happy. Kylie, can you say cheese?
Why did you not clean this all up?
Maybe a couple.
You gotta let her clean up. Clean up, I think. And I think.